This is the No Waste Pantry Challenge Week 4 wrap up. If you're new here, I've been doing a No Waste Pantry Challenge for the past several weeks, and I'm wrapping it up in this video. If you're new here, I'm Samantha, creator of the Frugal Mom Life, where I share money-saving frugal tips that have helped my family of 5 live a more meaningful and happier life. I was indecisive about whether I was going to continue the No Waste Pantry Challenge going into the next month of November, and even going into last week. I didn't know whether I was going to continue it and what that would actually look like going forward. There was a lot of uncertainty in the country, so I decided to cut the challenge short. I did a little announcement announcing that I was cutting it short in a YouTube short, kind of like blooper, where I shared like my fails while I was making a chicken pot pie that I had made the previous week. So let me go ahead and show you that short. I've been debating about whether to stick with the No Waste Pantry Challenge going into November. If you're new here, then I've been doing a No Waste Pantry Challenge where I try to use up all of the food in my kitchen before it goes bad and spend less than $50 a week on groceries to feed my family of 5. There is a lot of uncertainty with the government shutdown, and I hope by the time you're seeing this that the government is back up and running. But they're saying a lot of people will lose their SNAP benefits. So I think I'm going to change up my No Waste Pantry Challenge a little bit. Instead of spending under $50 for my grocery budget, I plan on shopping the sales in my local grocery store and getting the best deals. My plan is to spend anywhere between $100 and $200 a week, and whatever my family doesn't need, I plan to donate to local families in my area and to the local food banks. I'm not sure if I'm going to document my progress along the way. I prefer to donate in private, but I did want to let you know my plans in case you were following along this far. In times like this of uncertainty, I think it's important to come together and help one another. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I didn't record as much as I would have liked this past week, but I did catch some good footage. And I think this video will be full of quite a bit of valuable information. My energy this week actually went more towards organizing future videos. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm really excited about some videos that are going to post specifically this week that will help you save more money on your groceries. I did make several shopping trips. One was to Sam's Club. I had originally planned on doing a stock up of certain things at Sam's Club if I decided to continue the No Waste Pantry Challenge. So I decided to go ahead and do that and get that out of the way. In that trip, I got eggs, coffee creamer, Cliff bars because my husband will eat them when he goes running. And I did also get snacks for the kids. I got them their cereal, Goldfish, peanut butter crackers, and animal crackers. The peanut butter crackers and things like that, I will sometimes leave them in the car as well because we will eat those when we're out and about and we get hungry. This will be most, if not all, of the snacks and the coffee that I will have to purchase for at least a month, maybe even 2. That shopping trip cost me $112.84. I also did a shopping trip to Giant. They had some decent sales, and I wanted to get a jump start on purchasing stuff to donate so that I can hopefully make the biggest impact that I can make. And I ended up taking advantage of their meal deal, which was chili this past week. And for that, you got a free can of tomatoes, free chili seasoning, free corn muffin mix, and free beans if you purchased a family pack of ground beef. So I maxed out that, got 5 of those deals. I ended up donating 3 and keeping 2. I also got a package of rolls from the bakery section. I'll explain why I got those in a moment. And we needed certain stuff like a gallon of milk and apple juice, tortilla wraps, some cottage cheese because I planned on making lasagna this week. And I also grabbed a sweet potato and some carrots for some vegetarian chili that I planned on making as well. Giant also had a sale on certain baking items, which made it the perfect time to stock up for Thanksgiving baking. So I grabbed 2 cans of pumpkin, 2 boxes of Duncan Hines brownie mix, and a container of oil so that I could reach the $10 minimum to get $3 off of my purchase. They also had a great sale on ramen noodles, making them cheaper than Walmart's price, so I grabbed several of those to donate as well. And my freebies were a package of pasta and Alfredo sauce. My total in that shopping trip was $151.25, and about half of that cost I ended up donating. My meals for the week, I ended up finding a canned ham in my pantry, so I turned that into 3 different meals to feed my family for the day. I did a longer video on that, and I will leave the link for that down below in the video description in case you want to see it more in depth. I ended up making fried ham, eggs, and toast for breakfast, and then I made a Hawaiian-style pizza for lunch and a grilled ham and cheese with tomato soup for dinner. At the end of that long form video, I did provide a list of the items that you would need to replicate those meals, and I included the prices for each item as well. But I will tell you that I already had all of the items that I needed for those meals in my pantry. I shop the sales at my local grocery store to get the best deals. And then every 6 months, I will do a pantry stock up where I stock on things that we use that I haven't found on sale and fill in those gaps. For those items, I shop at Walmart and Sam's Club. So all of the items that I used in my canned ham video, I either got on a sale or during my pantry stock up. I also made several pounds of chicken to turn into barbecue chicken for sandwiches to take to the potluck that I have once a week with a group of friends. And that is why I got the rolls when I went shopping. But I did not know that my kids had used up all of our barbecue sauce, so I had to make that from scratch. In case you didn't know, you can make barbecue sauce with ketchup and brown sugar. I also had 3 barbecue packs that we had gotten from going out to eat a while back, so I threw those in the barbecue as well. So 3 pounds of chicken, that cost me $2.49 per pound. That came to $7.47 worth of chicken. And then I paid $5 for the rolls. So that meal total cost me $12.47. Another meal that I made this past week was lasagna. And I did remember to record the finished product of that. So let me go ahead and show you that. To make the lasagna, I used, of course, the lasagna noodles, ground beef. I used 10 slices of the mozzarella cheese that I had gotten free, a package of cheddar cheese, 2 jars of pasta sauce, and then some cottage cheese. Here's the price breakdown. The lasagna noodles cost me $1.84. The ground beef cost me $6.79. I went by the price that I paid when I just bought it this past week. The mozzarella cheese was free. The cheddar cheese I had bought for $1.77. The pasta sauce was free, and the cottage cheese was $2.99. And here you can see where I got all of the items. A lot of it was in my food haul video. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll leave the link down below in the video notes. I'm still trying to use up some of the items from that video. And some of it I bought this past week, and others were just in my pantry already from my pantry stock up. So the total cost for the lasagna that I made was $13.39. One of the last meals that I made this week was the vegetarian chili. This uses black beans, lentils, and sweet potatoes, and a few carrots. It is actually a recipe I found when I went down a rabbit hole of searching for WIC recipes. WIC, WIC, the Program for Women, Infants, and Children. I think maybe that's what it stands for. I'll leave the link for that information for the recipe on the screen here and also in the video description down below, so you can click on it and get that recipe as well as other recipes if you would like. It's one of our favorites and the recipe makes a huge batch. Going forward, I don't think I'm going to continue making content for this challenge. I know I no longer plan to stay under the $50 per week for groceries. I plan to spend at least twice that just so that I can donate some. And even if things change in the country, I would still like to continue to shop and donate a certain portion of what I get on sale. I do still plan on making at least one food video per week though. I already have some great videos scheduled out, and I would like to add some more shorts in there and maybe even some more long form videos as well. I joke that I can make a meal out of just about anything, and it's true. It's kind of like my superpower. I would love to continue sharing my tips and tricks to help you stretch your grocery budget. Until then, keep utilizing your resources, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, and if you have any resources that other people might find helpful, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. You'll find my favorite resources in one of those comments as well. If you've liked this video, be sure to click that like button down below, and to never miss another video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel.